Imagine walking outside your home and seeing your neighbor dancing in the middle of the street. There is no music, no celebration. Her eyes are vacant. Her feet are bruised and bleeding. She is exhausted, yet she cannot stop moving. This wasn't a horror story. It happened in Strasbourg in 1518. What began with one woman soon spread to hundreds of people. They danced until they collapsed from exhaustion, dehydration, heart failure, and stroke. Today, we're exploring one of history's strangest medical mysteries, the dancing plague of 1518. The outbreak began on July 14th, 1518. A woman known as Frau Trophäa stepped into the streets of Strasbourg and suddenly began dancing. She danced for hours and collapsed from exhaustion. The next day, she started again. At first, people assumed she was simply suffering from exhaustion or some personal affliction. But as more residents began showing the same behavior, concern quickly turned into fear. Witnesses described people dancing for hours without rest. Some cried out in pain while continuing to move. Others appeared completely detached from their surroundings, as if trapped in a trance they could not escape. Families tried to restrain their loved ones, but many victims resumed dancing as soon as they were released. Within days, dozens of people joined her. Historical records describe violent, uncontrollable movements rather than joyful dancing. The number of victims continued to rise. By August, reports claimed that hundreds of people had been affected. An unexplained epidemic was spreading through the city.
City leaders desperately searched for answers.
Doctors blamed a condition they called hot blood and believed the victims needed to keep dancing until the illness left their bodies. The authorities encouraged the dancing. From a modern perspective, the decision seems unbelievable. But medieval physicians genuinely believed they were helping. If dancing was the symptom, they reasoned that more dancing would somehow purge the illness from the body. Instead, the public performances transformed the outbreak into a spectacle. Crowds gathered to watch, rumors spread throughout the city, and fear continued to grow. Rather than containing the crisis, the authorities may have unintentionally amplified it. Stages were built, public spaces were opened, and musicians were hired to play. The treatment failed. Instead of stopping the outbreak, it appeared to attract even more participants. As the epidemic grew, people reportedly collapsed from exhaustion, dehydration, heart attacks, and strokes. The city had accidentally made the situation worse.
For centuries, historians and medical experts have debated what caused the dancing plague. One theory points to ergot poisoning. Ergot is a fungus that grows on rye grain and can cause hallucinations, muscle spasms, and unusual behavior. At first, this explanation seemed convincing. However, Many researchers argue that ergot poisoning does not explain how large numbers of people could continue dancing for days. Because of this, most modern historians favor another explanation: mass psychogenic illness. This occurs when extreme psychological stress spreads through a group and produces real physical symptoms. To understand why this may have happened, we need to look at life in Strasbourg. The city was experiencing famine, poverty, disease, and widespread fear. People lived under constant stress and uncertainty. Many historians believe these conditions created the perfect environment for a mass psychological event.
Cases of mass psychogenic illness have been documented throughout history. People exposed to extreme fear or stress can sometimes develop symptoms that spread through observation and social influence rather than infection. What makes Strasbourg unique is the scale of the event. Entire groups appeared to experience the same uncontrollable behavior at the same time, making it one of the most unusual episodes ever recorded. The people of Strasbourg also shared a powerful belief. They feared the curse of Saint Vitus. According to local tradition, Saint Vitus could punish people by forcing them to dance uncontrollably. Researchers believe this belief may have influenced how the outbreak spread. As fear grew, more people may have unconsciously developed the same symptoms. Eventually, city leaders changed their approach. Public dancing was banned, and the afflicted were taken to a shrine dedicated to Saint Vitus. Religious rituals were performed. What happened next only deepened the mystery. Unlike a typical disease, the outbreak did not gradually spread across regions for months or years. Instead, it appeared, reached a peak, and then faded away. No clear pathogen was ever identified, and no definitive explanation has ever been proven. Within weeks, the outbreak ended. More than 500 years later, the dancing plague remains one of history's most puzzling medical mysteries. No one knows exactly what happened. Was it poisoning? Mass hysteria? Or a combination of both? Whatever the answer, the event remains a remarkable reminder of how powerfully the human mind and body can influence one another. What do you think caused the dancing plague of 1518? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this medical mystery, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for the next case.